A leading Slovenian outlet has declared and told the world that Manchester United had a fee set for Benjamin Šeško of around 30 million euros. They're saying that RB Salzburg will accept no less than 30 million euros for this very exciting young striker, of course, who yesterday did his links to Man United absolutely no harm by having a stellar performance and scoring the winning goal against Liverpool in a friendly. He was linked with Manchester United a few short days ago, with Fabrizio Romano telling the world that in the coming days, we will know whether Man United will want to make a deal happen with Salzburg or not on this player. Since then, a little bit of hype, a little bit of fever pitch taken over. But could Manchester United be on the edge of an official bid after having the price set at 30 million euros? Make sure you're smashing the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the Football Terrace. Let's go. It's been a tough couple of days in the attacking front for Manchester United. Cristiano Ronaldo wanting to leave. Rumours on Tuesday night that Man United were getting closer and closer to the deal for Antony. Only for the next day, the reports to say the price tag has been hiked up and Man United are actually looking to pull away, move away, are going to walk away from this deal. United fans are frustrated. What next? What's going to go wrong next for Manchester United has been the overarching feeling. Now, a few days ago, we were linked, along with Newcastle and Milan, of having serious interest in Benjamin Šeško. And it says here, and all are considering making an offer to buy the RB Salzburg player this summer. We've already mentioned Fabrizio Romano, and a few others came out and said, we'll know in the coming days whether Manchester United want to do a deal with Salzburg for Šeško. Now, what has been reported on is that Man United have shown great interest. The agent has held a meeting with Salzburg sporting director today to discuss the transfer, and Salzburg want no less than 30 million euros. That's what's being reported. Now, this still feels fairly early stages to me, although it could advance quickly because we're in the back end of the transfer window. Now, what's intriguing is when you see reports from journalists such as this. These are not individual. I said this a little bit about Julian Alvarez when he was linked to Man United and Man City in the January. The journalists reporting on it. Have you seen them report anything since? The Brazilian journalist that reported the situation with Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal. Have you seen him commenting on every single Premier League deal? Loads and loads of major European deals? No. Because these journalists only get involved in these deals when a player closely connected to them or they have connections to get involved. Sacha Tavernieri is very much like that. If there's a Belgian-based player linked to a Premier League club, he's got information. But he's not tweeting about Premier League clubs all day, every day, because that's not his field. That's not his department, essentially. So this gives me a little bit of hope. It gives me a little bit of hope from a transfer point of view that there is something real, there is something tangible here for Manchester United. Now, that doesn't mean the club will bid. The word was, let's go back and be very honest, after the club missed out on Darwin Núñez, the club said it was going to focus elsewhere. It was going to look at Antony in that right side of the attack. But over the course of the summer, and everyone's going to have a different reason to blame, that price has seemingly got higher and higher and higher. United had other priorities first in defence. Of course, they've still been chasing Frankie de Jong. In that time, Ajax sold lots of players, so the price tag for Antony has been risen to a point now where they're asking for 100 goddamn million euros. Something Man United are just not going to pay. Now, you can blame Myrtle, you can blame Fletcher, you can blame the Glazers, you can blame the market. You might not blame them. You may think, actually, we needed to focus in those other areas first. You know, what's really kind of made Man United's situation up front a little more worrying is Cristiano Ronaldo forcing this move away, pushing for this move away, irrespective of what else is going on. So there's been lots to deal with at Man United. And as stated by myself and many other Reds, we all knew this summer was not going to be perfect. We all knew this summer there was going to be trials and tribulations and problems. And much, much more. And there has been. And I don't think anybody is shocked by this. I don't think anybody is phased, confused, or oh, I thought we were just going to have this barnstorming summer. I thought 5, 6, 7 players were going to come in. No, Man United have been in a mess for a decade, and that kind of mess takes a long time to clear up. But a player like Šeško, and I believe it's pronounced Šeško, I've been running it through how to pronounce apps and all sorts, and this is the way they say you pronounce it. It's not playing. Why is it not playing?
Benjamin Šeško.
Benjamin Šeško. Okay, there's a sh at the beginning. That accent is Šeško. There's hope with a player like this. A little like Antony, whose price has been pushed up. There's a rawness to him, but grounded with brilliant technical ability and excellent size. But his ability on the ball and his movement is excellent for a man of his size. You know, I've watched quite a bit of footage of him, and not YouTube compilations. I use Y Scout, which is, for me, the leading scouting app that you can use. I watched the extended highlights from the Liverpool game. Some really good touches, some really good movements, some intelligent hold-up play. And what I was really focusing on is, does he have the technical ability to play Ten Hag's football? Some number 9s don't. Like Lukaku could never play for this manager. This guy could. This guy's got great technical ability. He's got skills. He's got some technique. He's actually got a little bit of flair to his game as well. But he's a deadly finisher. And when you look at his finishing, there is a natural raw finisher in there. Now, is he as mature of a player, as ready, almost like a ready meal off the shelf as a Haaland was, as an Mbappe was? No. But not every striker starts their career at that speed. Only one striker has started their career as quick, and maybe slightly quicker in Europe from a teenager than Haaland, and that was R9. So Haaland's kind of in a company almost of his own along with R9. Nobody really starts that quickly. So him not already having 20, 30, 40 goals is what it is. Now, there was talk the other day of 50, 60 millions for this individual, which I think would be too much. But 30 million euros presents a very, very, very different situation indeed. 30 million euros gives you a kind of a feel of, hang on though, you can bring a player like this in for 25 million pounds, young, someone who's got promising goal scoring ability in 2022. Even if he fails, you'll probably be able to sell him on with what, 5, 6, 7, 8 million pound loss. It could be worth the gamble. Maybe this then frees up enough money to go for other players elsewhere, because United don't have a bottomless supply of money. People predicted between 100 and 150 million pounds. I think it will be near the 150 million myself, if we can land the right targets. And that's still the big focus here. That's why Man United haven't made their minds up yet whether they go for this player, is they are giving carte blanche and control to Erik Ten Hag. So a lot of people are saying, listen, we should be giving up on targets and going elsewhere. That isn't the approach that Ten Hag and Man United are taking. The approach is, we have primary targets. There might be 1 or 2 in each position that we want. And if we can't get them, we wait. We save that money. Now, of course, I understand the fear of this. There is this element of, is it Glazeronomics? And I have that fear too. I have that fear. If you watch my most recent Ronaldo video, I speak about that. Does Erik Ten Hag desperately want Ronaldo because they're not going to give him big money to spend on anybody to replace a player of his class, of his level? Are they going to let us go out there and spend 70, 80 million pounds on a striker? Maybe they're not. Maybe I'm being really naive here. But that's why players like Šeško could be such great value. Good technical ability, good future ahead of them, good goal scoring ability, decent return, needs to add on to those outputs, but with real potential. This could be a player that Man United really sink their teeth into, as it were. Now, I want to say a big shout out to our title sponsors. Already, scan that QR code on the screen. Go and get your, for £1.63 a month, your VPN provider, secure your data online. You have to go and get that done. I still can't believe there's thousands of you watching that are not using a VPN. You should be. And if you are using a different one, switch across to this. It's cheaper, it's better, it's more reliable. Trust me, out of this world. Link in the description, QR code there, 3 months free for you as well, and up to 82% off their premium product. So go and get yourself signed up to that, my friends. But I do want your thoughts and feelings on this. Does this signing excite you? Would you rather than walk away from someone like Antony, where they're talking, they are talking 100 million? Which is, to be honest with you, I'm not averse to paying slightly over the odds. The player's valued at 55 million. If you've got to pay 60, 65, you can go, okay. Like 70, you're really starting to push it. But once you start going above 70 million pounds for this player and you're starting heading towards that 80, 85 million pound mark, he hasn't done enough. There hasn't been enough goals. There hasn't been enough assists. There haven't been enough huge Champions League moments to warrant that kind of money. That makes him one of the most expensive players in the history of Manchester United, and I don't think he's done enough yet to warrant it. If you look at the price of Jadon Sancho was killing it in the Bundesliga, the third best league in Europe. So if Anthony had similar numbers, similar level of consistency in the Eredivisie, then maybe we could talk about a similar price to Jadon Sancho. But no, not for me. Not 100 million euros. That's a joke. But Benjamin Šeško looks talented, looks like he'd be good. Price set, they say, at around 30 million euros. The opinion goes over to you. Should Man United now advance this situation? Should they act on this and maybe put a bid in to test that water? AC Milan and Newcastle were chasing him as well. The one thing I want to say before I leave is this. The one little feeling I've got about this player is he could end up being one of those guys, you know, that you don't sign now, and in 2, 3, 4 years' time, everybody wants him. Could be a train of thought here. Bring him in now. 25 million of your British pounds, 30 million of your euros. Bring him in, develop him under Ten Hag, and maybe, just maybe, we're looking at one of the best up-and-coming strikers in Europe. I want one of your thoughts. I want your feelings on this, people. Smash that like and that share button, and we'll see you all again soon. Thank you.